Well, WrestleMania 32 just concluded. And if I don't sound too excited, it's because I'm not. Listen, I don't need to sound like I'm going on a rant here or anything, or be that guy, that wrestling guy, that IWC guy that complains. Because we all knew this was going to happen. But, Big Daddy Vince McMahon, Vinnie Mac, whatever you want to call him, it's time to wake the hell up. When you have a record-setting attendance as 101,730, something like that, booing Roman Reigns out of the building, you know you have a problem. But I'm going to get to that later. I'm going to start with the pre-show and then work my way up to that issue. Okay. So first on the card, we have Callisto versus Ryback for the United States Championship. And we see Callisto win with the Selena Del Sol. These are going to be quick reviews because it was like a freaking 5-hour pay-per-view, by the way. So excuse me for, making it short. And I'm tired. I mean, there was really exciting stuff, and then there was just shit-the-bed stuff. But Callisto retains with the Selena Del Sol. I was surprised. I mean, I love Callisto, but I was thinking Ryback would take it here. And then next we have the Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde. And may I just say, damn. Damn! As Ron Simmons would say, Lana looks absolutely stunning, amazing in her ring gear and in her debut. And I have to say, I might get heat for this, I might not. I mean, you probably all will agree with me that she looks way better than Ava Marie did ever in her 2 months or 2 years of being in the WWE. She did great for the few seconds that she was in the ring, in my opinion. And if you see on my Twitter, I kind of joked, but I kind of tweeted Lana, Queen of Strong Style, like Shinsuke Nakamura. But don't give me heat for that either. I was joking, but I was paying her a compliment at the same time, saying she did well in her match. But it ends with Brie locking in the yes lock to win on Naomi. Naomi taps, and surprisingly was executed well by Brie. I mean, I love the Bella Twins, but we're tired of them, and I'm kind of glad she's retiring. I thank her for her time and what she did. They're two cool women. I met them a couple times. Nikki comes down to celebrate in her neck brace and everything. And let me just say, the one move that Ava had in the match, she did not botch, so you kind of got to give her props for that, even though no one still likes her. I mean, I don't like her that much, but she's improving. So let's just give her that. And then we go over, Shane McMahon versus Undertaker in the preview. And then we go down to the ring, where Lita is standing in the ring with something covered, and Lita unveils the new WWE Women's Championship. Yes, they are doing away with that god-awful, nobody-liked butterfly belt. But here's my issue. I was saying the whole time, can't WWE be more creative? Like, what is going through their head that everything has to look the same? It looks just like a smaller version of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, except it's white and red in the back of where the big WWE logo is. So I admit it's better than the butterfly belt. I hated that bitch, but I am proud that they are moving away from the Divas and giving them actual women's wrestling. It's amazing. And then the final match on the pre-show kickoff was the Usos versus the Dudley Boys. The Usos win. And then afterwards, the Dudley Boys beat them down and get the tables. Kind of being hypocrites because they said there are no more tables at all. And the Usos super kick the Dudleys onto the and then put them onto the tables, and they do the Uso splash, both of them simultaneously putting the Dudleys through the table. One hell of a kickoff show, and it was on the USA Network. So let me just yes, that was my notebook. I took a lot of notes. Let me just say that I admit it. I ordered the WWE WrestleMania on pay-per-view because from what I got, the network was bad as always, and I didn't want to take the chance of missing anything good because WrestleMania is our Super Bowl, you know what I mean? But let's get to the IC Intercontinental 6-man title match. Holy crap. Can you say Super Kick Party after Super Kick Party thanks to Dolph Ziggler? Like, looking like he was part of one of the Young Bucks. There was amazing action. There was a part where Sami Zayn totally, like, did this move. I'm trying to remember. It was so crazy. Off the top of the ladder with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens hits his head, bam, face first, into a ladder, and he didn't move. I hope he's okay. We don't need another injury. Kevin Owens is freaking awesome. But Miz goes up, and it seems like he's going to win the title. But out of nowhere comes Zack Ryder. And Zack Ryder knocks Miz off and gets the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Woo, 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 you know it. Well-deserved win for Zack Ryder. Hell of a guy. Now we go on to AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. This was an amazing match, as it always been. It's like the 4th time they met, 5th time. But I was surprised by the ending because I'm being biased here. I wanted AJ Styles to win. But Jericho wins by countering the phenomenal forearm into a code breaker. With much respect for both of those guys, but I think they could have let AJ Styles win this one. Win his first WrestleMania. It's like last year where I was at WrestleMania 31 and they let Sting lose to Triple H. I mean, I get that AJ Styles has plenty of WrestleManias left in him, but it's probably a thing that WWE didn't create AJ Styles, so he's a TNA guy. He came from TNA. Let's make him lose, his first WrestleMania, and then yeah. But I digress. Let's move on to the New Day versus the League of Nations. Yes, I yawn because they're so damn boring. New Day comes out. This is probably my favorite entrance of the night in the whole WrestleMania. New Day comes out of a big box of Bootios. And man, did they just not come out of the big box of Bootios. They came out dressed as Saiyans. Super Saiyan for Xavier Woods from Dragon Ball Z. I marked the hell out. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. But at the end, League of Nations win, of course. And then Wade Barrett starts running his mouth about being, we're the best 3-man team, blah, blah, blah. We're the best faction right now. No one can beat us. And then next thing you hear is, I'm just a sexy boy. Out comes Shawn Michaels. And this is where I just started marking the hell out. Yes, I admit it. Shawn Michaels came out dressed in ring gear, which got me even more excited. And then he stopped at the ramp. And then next thing you hear is Mick Foley's theme music. And then the excitement just grows and grows and grows. And then they stop. And then you hear the glass shatter, that iconic glass shatter. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin, damn it. By God, that man has a family, damn it. Sorry, it's a terrible impression of JR. They come out and they start beating the hell out of the League of Nations. Stone Cold, it was great to see him stomp a mud hole once again. And then after the Legends and New Day share the ring and the New Day's music hits, Shawn Michaels, HP Sizzle, starts dancing, getting into it, and then Mick Foley starts dancing and getting into it, and the next thing you know, they're all looking at Stone Cold dancing. Stone Cold's like, yeah, okay, I'll feel it. He starts dancing with the New Day for a little bit, and then he gives him that iconic Stone Cold look, gives Xavier Woods that iconic Stone Cold look. And then next thing you know, he's on the floor after a stunner. Classic Stone Cold giving Xavier Woods a Stone Cold stunner. And they end the segment, of course, sharing beers in the ring. Man, that was just... I think that was the thing of the night for me. Well, we'll get to it. To the other part, that was the thing of the night for me, too. Next up is Dean versus Brock Lesnar in a street fight. This match could have been so much better. I mean, I liked it. It was good. But I get it. That's the money. F5 and Suplex City, bitch. You know what I mean? But there's only so many matches where Brock Lesnar can do suplex after suplex after suplex. And Dean barely getting any offense. I mean, it's getting kind of boring at this point. But he takes an F5 and loses to Brock Lesnar. At this point, I thought, at least the Wyatt family would come out and interrupt or something, attack Brock Lesnar, but nope. Let's move on. The next match is the Women's Championship. Becky versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. Charlotte is retiring the Women's Championship, the Divas Championship tonight. And I gotta say, that match was probably like the best match of the night. They kicked the hell out of each other. They beat the hell out of each other. And Sasha's entrance was amazing. My favorite. Becky's was amazing. Charlotte's was amazing. I was almost brought to tears because these women deserve what they did tonight. They deserve to be on the same level as the WWE superstars. And I mean, I'm kind of pissed that Sasha didn't win, but I'm also proud. And Becky and all of their first WrestleMania, Charlotte comes out on top and is the first ever women's champion of this new era. So congratulations to Charlotte. She's such a sweet girl because I met her last year. So she's well deserved. And she won because, of course, Ric Flair was holding on to Sasha Banks at the end by her foot. So, yeah, I wish it would have ended cleanly and stopped using Ric Flair. But, hey, what are you going to do? Now we go to the Hell in a Cell, Shane versus Taker, the match I was looking forward to most at WrestleMania. Kind of let me down. But it's okay. It was awesome to me. Shane took a beating. He gave a beating. There was a part in the match, halfway through the match, where Shane gets the bolt cutters and gets thrown into the cell, breaks the cell. But when he was getting the bolt cutters, I knew what he was doing. So I was just keep thinking, oh man, here it comes. And then when they go out to the floor, they're brawling outside the cell. Shane puts Undertaker on the table, climbs up the Hell in a Cell, and I was thinking the whole time, this crazy bastard. Like, it's vintage Shane McMahon. He's gonna jump off the top of the cell, which he did, but he misses, and then crashes right into the table. So, Undertaker picks him up. He goes, give me some more. Bring it on. Shane McMahon goes, bring it on. Back and forth, they both did that. And then at the end, Undertaker pats him on the face and shows a little bit of respect and tombstones him. And Undertaker wins, which disappointed me because what the hell is the point of this storyline unless they're trying to build something more tomorrow night, but we'll see. Now let's get to the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. I'm just going to list off the winner and the surprise entrance. The surprise entrances were DDP. I marked the hell out there. Shaq, for some reason. Tatanka, which he didn't have an entrance, so you had to kind of look out for him until they actually acknowledged he was there. And Baron Corbin, which was the same. So, at the end of the match, my boy Baron Corbin, one of my favorites in NXT, won the Andre the Giant Battle the Andre the Giant Royale thing. And what a way to put a name on you from NXT. Say, hey, I won at WrestleMania, Andre the Giant statue. I'm here. Yeah, I'm the future. Good job, Baron Corbin. I can't wait till you're on the main roster. Next up, what people have been wanting to see, because he's been advertised and hadn't seen yet, is The Rock. After Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, I thought they're just doing a performance like, why the hell do we care about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders? Now out comes The Rock, and he has a flamethrower, and there's a sign with his name, Rock. And he sets The Rock on fire. Kind of funny to say that, right? But then he walks down to the ring, and, you know, he does his shtick, his promos and everything, and announces that they broke the attendance record at WrestleMania like they do every year, but this was big, 101,780, 90 something. I didn't get the full number. But as he was talking, the Wyatt family interrupts him, and Bray Wyatt's talking, oh, I made you Rock, you know, his possession stuff, you know. I'm here to show you that you're lying, blah, blah, blah. And The Rock was like, well, we're not just going to have a WrestleMania fight. Nuh-uh, we're doing it in the Big D. We're having a WrestleMania match. He rips off his sweatpants, takes off his shirt, in his ring gear, and they set up for, I guess it's going to be The Rock versus Eric Rowan, and The Rock hits the rock bottom to win in 6 seconds, totally just burying Eric Rowan. He's just like the jobber of the group, pretty much. I mean, I like Eric Rowan, but come on, he's a monster. Make him a monster. But I love that The Rock beat him in 6 seconds, setting another WrestleMania record. And then the Wyatt family was not done. They're surrounding the ring, about to attack him, and out comes John Cena to return. And of course the crowd is gonna go, Cena sucks, John Cena sucks. Hey, I catch myself singing it. It's pretty catchy, even though I'm a huge John Cena fan, and he was my favorite for many years after The Rock retired. I admit that. So they team up and beat the hell out of the Wyatt family, get him out of the ring, share a hug and stuff. Next up is the main event of the evening. And I'm not too excited in my voice like NXT TakeOver, main event of the evening, you know what I mean? Because this really shit the bed. This was really disappointing. I can't even just disappointing to the fact that, it wasn't even exciting to watch. It was Triple H versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. I get it. We all know Roman was going to win. But come on. There no swerves, no nothing, no anything to at least make him get liked. My favorite part of the match is actually the epic apocalyptic entrance by Triple H and Stephanie running her mouth and going like, "Bow down to the king." It was wow, and Stephanie was looking hot. she always does, but that was the best part of the whole match, which is sad. There was, in the middle of the match, Stephanie was just getting fed up and was in the ring. Like, hey, you listen to me when I'm talking to you, blah, 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 to the referee. Triple H is trying to stand up, get up. He's holding on to the referee. And here comes Roman. Triple H moves out of the way, and he spears Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie's knocked out cold. And then a few minutes more into the match, Stephanie's out on the floor. You see her hand Triple H a sledgehammer. Triple H tries to use that sledgehammer and gets speared for Roman to win cleanly. The 1, 2, 3. Here's your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Whoop-dee-freaking-do. You know what I mean? We're just so sick of Roman Reigns. I admit it, he's a badass when he's fighting sometimes, but when he's just on the mic, he's bland, he's boring. Nobody wants him as champion because you're force-feeding him down our throats. Vince, wake up. Wake up, please. I was expecting, there's reports saying Seth Rollins coming back. Seth Rollins is going to save the main event. Or at least, somebody. But this year, we didn't have a Money in the Bank holder to come save us. We didn't have anybody to save us, which was disappointing. And my opinion on WrestleMania, it was great, but it wasn't NXT Dallas TakeOver amazing. So, like I said, I think I said it in my last podcast, TakeOver wins by far. WrestleMania was amazing. It was great, but not NXT style of get me off my feet and happy, feeling great. So if you like this podcast, leave a comment, subscribe, like. Thank you for tuning in to the main event. I am your host, Mr. Main Event Sean B. Good night.